phone wakes me before dawn. The group chat glows. Claire, don't come to the family function. I freeze. What? I call. One ring declined. Claire answered, I whispered. What is this? Daniel texts, it's better this way. Better for who? I type, then delete. Old reflex, reseize, smooth fix. I breathe and let it pass. I type, noted. From now on, I choose peace. I won't carry your secrets anymore. Send, 3 dots appear, disappear, appear, disappear. I set the phone face down. The room is cold. My chest is hot. Buzz. Claire. You're being dramatic. I'm being honest, I write. You always make it about you, she replies. Don't come. What did I do? I ask. Not today, she writes. Do not show up. I call. Declined again. Daniel pings privately. Just let it go till next week. Say why, I reply. Because Claire said so, he texts. I laugh without joy. You're serious? Thumbs up. Then, don't make mom upset. You already decided without me, I write. Own it, no answer. I talk to the ceiling. I paid debts I didn't make. I took hits I didn't earn. And I'm the problem? Buzz. Claire. Stop guilt tripping. You know why? I don't. I write. Say it typing. Nothing. I pace. 2 futures. I show up and get turned away. I stay home and get blamed anyway. I choose a third. Me. I text the group, I heard you, Claire. Good. My stomach drops, then hardens. I open a chat with myself and type, rule. I won't beg for rooms that harm me. The mirror catches my eyes. Who am I without your chaos? Daniel calls. He exhales. Listen, I don't want drama. Claire's under pressure. Just do this for us. Do what I say. Stay away, he says. For today, say the reason out loud. I tell him. Silence. You make things tense. I make things honest, I say. Can you not? He says. Just not today. What script am I supposed to carry? I ask. No script, he says. Just space. I've given space my whole life, I say. He gives a brittle laugh. You're always like this. Like what? You turn everything into a lesson, he says. Because I keep getting tested, I say. He softens. You won't come, right? I won't be turned away at a door, I say. So no. Relief slips into his voice. Thanks. I didn't do it for you, I say. And hang up. Buzz. Claire. Send the spare keys with Aunt later. I type they're on the hook by the stove, then delete. Ask Daniel. You're petty. I'm done being convenient. Send silence. I scroll through years of just this once and you're the only one we can trust. Panic turns to resolve. Daniel texts. Appreciate it. Take care of your word, I reply. No response. I put the phone on the dresser. I can do this, I tell the room. I can choose me. Buzz. Claire. Do not post about this. I don't post about my family. I write. Good, she writes. Keep it that way, Claire. I type, what did I do that made me unwanted today? A single dot. Then you know what you did. I don't. I write. Name it. Nothing. I set a 5-minute timer and let my feelings run until it ends. Then I make the bed and open the curtains. Daniel calls again. I need a favor, he says. Say it, I answer. If people ask where you are, can I say you were busy? He asks no, I say. Say I wasn't invited. That sounds bad, he says. It is bad, I say. Tell the truth. Claire will be furious, he whispers. Then she can carry the choice she made, I say. You're really done covering, huh? I'm really done, I say. I won't carry your secrets anymore. For me. He tries. For me, I'm free, I say. For you, I'm clear. He hangs up now. I switch the phone to airplane mode. The stillness is loud. I write on a sticky note. I choose peace and stick it to the door. I don't check. I pour water and breathe. My head throws bait. Maybe I should apologize. Maybe they're right. I answer aloud. No, I'm not heartless. I'm heart-tired. No, I'm not vindictive. I'm boundaryful. Yes, I'm afraid. I can walk afraid. The heater clicks off. The silence opens like a hallway with a door at the end that has my name on it. I turn airplane mode off and send one last message to the group. I heard you. I won't come. Do not contact me unless it's honest. I place the phone face down. For once, the quiet is mine, and it is enough. The bell over the bakery door chimes. Morning, Aunt Margaret. You look tired, she says. I didn't sleep, I say. I kept replaying the last time I kept quiet. Tell me, she says. But sit first. I sit by the window. Claire called it a loan, I say. Mom's birthday fund? I covered it. How much? She asks. Enough to sting, I say. She promised to replace it in a week. Did she? Aunt Margaret asks. No, I say. She posted a new bag instead. You always carry the bill, she says. I told myself it was love, I say. And now? She asks. Now it feels like training, I say. Fetch, fix, forget. She nods toward the case. Pick a pastry, I don't deserve a treat, I say. Who taught you that? She asks, Dad's voice. I say, dropping into his tone. If you were stronger, none of this would happen. Strong for who? For them, I say. Tell me about Daniel, she says. He wanted to impress Emily, I say. He asked me to lie about the account balance. What did you do? I lied, I say. I said we were stable. Why? She asks. He said, please. Don't make me look small, I say. I didn't want him to feel ashamed. Did the lie grow him? It let him skip the truth, I say. She slides a plate to me. Eat. Mom saw the numbers, I say. She looked away. Grace thinks peace is quiet, she says. Peace is honesty, I say. Quiet is fear. Do you want to keep the role? She asks. No, I say. I'm done. My phone buzzes. Emily, brunch at the club. We're neutral. Have you met her alone? Aunt Margaret asks. Once, I say. She said people notice mess. Daniel needs clean energy. And you heard. That I am mess. I say. What do you need? She asks. I need my voice, I say. Then use it. I'm afraid of blowback, I say. Blowback isn't harm, she says. You survived worse. I hate fights, I say. You hate lies more, she answers. I should go, I say. Not yet, she says. Say the thing you don't want to say. My loyalty was useful, not valued. I say. There it is, she says. It hurts, I say. Pain is information, she says. My phone rings. Hi, Mom, where are you? She asks. The bakery, I say. With Aunt Margaret. Your sister is stressed, she says. Be kind. I have been kind, I say. For years, I know, Mom says. But family is family. Family is also choice, I say. Don't push your father today, she says. He doesn't like scenes. Dad doesn't like mirrors. I say don't say that, she whispers. I already did, I say. Please come tonight, she says. I was told not to, I say. You know how your sister is? Mom says. Yes, I say. Too well, we can talk after, she says. We're talking now, I say. Not like this. Then come here, I say. I can't, she says. Your father, always your father, I say. She goes quiet. I love you, I say. I need you to love me out loud. I'll try, she says. Thank you, I say. I'll call later. I set the phone down. I rub my temples and breathe. I'm not the villain, I say. I'm the witness. Aunt Margaret nods. And the witness writes the record. Grace wants calm, Aunt Margaret says. Calm without truth rots. I know, I say. I grew up breathing rot and calling it air. Open a window, she says. Emily texts. Club has a photo wall. Don't wear prints. I type, I wasn't invited, she replies. It's a capacity thing. I write, capacity for truth is the real limit. I delete. I type, got it. What did you want to send? Aunt Margaret asks. Something brave, I say. I sent something safe. Try brave with me, she says. I paid for Mom's gift fund, I say. Claire bought a bag. Daniel asked me to lie. Dad called me weak. I became the family sponge. And now, she asks. Now I'm ringing out. I say, good, she says. Will they hate me? Right? I ask. They might, she says. They might also grow. What if neither happens? Then you grow, she says. I'll pay for the pastry, I say. It's on me, she says. Call it a receipt for truth. I laugh, small and real. Thank you. Text me after you speak with them, she says. I will, I say. If I don't, I chose quiet for me, not for them. Better, she says. Outside, the air is cool. No more quiet that erases me, I tell myself. Then I start walking forward. The phone lights. Claire's caption, family first. My throat tightens. Not including me, I mutter, and head to the corner cafe. Hannah waves me over. You okay? No, I say. But I showed up. What do you actually want? To stop performing, I say. To stop begging for a chair I paid for? Then practice, she says. Order for you Americano, I tell the barista. And a muffin? Back at the table, she asks. Did you reply? I wrote 3 comments, I say. Delete it all. Good. Let their sentence hang without your period. I hate that line, I say. Family first reads like perfume over smoke. What hurts most? That I'm supposed to swallow it, I say. Smile and keep the secret. Name one truth you won't swallow today. I was banned, I say. I didn't decline again. I was banned. The drinks arrive. My hands shake. Breathe, she says. Drop your shoulders. I feel childish, I say. Like a kid left off a list. You were left off your own life, she says. My phone buzzes. Unknown. You should know what they're saying about you. Read it, Hannah says. I open it. A screenshot of Claire and Daniel with Emily chiming in. She's unstable. She spirals when she's not center. Keep her away today. They called me unstable. I say, do you want to walk, she asks, or glare the phone into dust? I want air that doesn't taste like metal. 2 facts, she says. Now my name, I say. My feet on the floor. 1 more. My coffee is hot. Good. Now what do you want to do? I want to send every receipt I kept, I say. Every transfer. Every promise. What would that give you? Control, I say. No evidence. No honesty. Which one do you need? Honesty, I say. Mine. Do you trust the sender? No, I say. I trust the image. Forward it to yourself, she says. Archive. Don't weaponize in panic. I forward it. Lock the phone. What else do you want? To tell Mom I'm not sick for refusing a stage, I say call her. I dial. Where are you? Mom asks. At the cafe, I say. I saw the post. It's just a caption, she says. It's a story that erases me. I say don't start today, she whispers. Your sister worked hard. I worked hard too, I say. I'm not unstable. I didn't say that, she says. You didn't have to, I say. I saw it. You shouldn't snoop, she says. I didn't, I say. It landed on my phone. Please don't make a scene. I'm drinking coffee, I say. This is my quiet. I can't be in the middle, she says. You already are, I say. I have to go. Guests are arriving. Okay, I say. I won't come. I hang up. What did she say? Hannah asks. Don't make a scene, I say. Be a ghost who smiles. She's scared, Hannah says. So am I say. I'm still choosing me. The phone buzzes. Unknown. They're spinning the story. You're blamed for tension. I type, who are you? No answer. Eat, Hannah says. Choose nourishment. I want to send one message and go no contact. I say, what message? Do not contact me unless it's honest. I say, draft it. she says. Send from a scar, not a wound. I don't have a scar yet. Then wait an hour. Decide with oxygen, not fire. I glance at the screenshot. Unstable, I read. I carried them for years. What word do you choose instead? Untethered, I say. From their grip, better. I text the unknown. Why send this? Reply, you deserve the full picture. Help or hurt? I typed reply. Help. Don't let them paint you. I'm being steered through kindness. I say kindness can still be control, Hannah says. Your choice stays yours. I want a witness, I say. I'm here, she says. Say what you need to hear, she adds. I am sane, I say. I'm allowed to step back. Again, I'm allowed to step back. We circle the block once. The city hums. My pulse slows. Back inside, I draft the group text. I won't come. Do not contact me unless it's honest. I choose my peace. Better, Hannah says. Now save. Don't send yet. I save it. Unknown buzzes. Last thing, don't defend yourself today. Let time show. I type, time is slow. Reply, slow is safe. I'm not unstable, I say. I'm unreachable to lies. Caption of the day. Hannah says, I lift the cup and drink to the quiet I own. My thumb twitches toward the app. Don't doom scroll. Hannah says, I want proof I'm not crazy. I say, you want relief, she says. Relief isn't proof. I'll wait, I say. I'll let silence speak for me. I flip open the laptop. One folder waits receipts. Transfers, texts, promises. My chest knots. Hannah's voice echoes in my head. Don't weaponize and panic. I whisper. I won't. I'll just look. The screen glows with numbers. Claire. Just a week, I swear. Daniel. Say the balance is fine. Please. My sigh fogs the room. I dialed the number Hannah gave me. A calm voice answers. Dr. Lewis speaking. Hi, I say. My friend suggested I call. I don't know where to start. Start with what made you pick up the phone, he says. I opened a folder of evidence. I saved everything, but not to use. Just to stay sane? Evidence of what? He asks. Of the times I covered. Money, lies, excuses. I never said no. And now? Now I want peace. But peace feels like silence, and silence feels like drowning. He pauses. Peace is not silence. It's truth without self-destruction. I grip the phone. Then what do I do with the proof? Ask yourself what outcome would using it bring you. Control, I say. Then, softer. Revenge. Do you want revenge? I want them to stop lying. I want me to stop lying. Those are different wants, he says. Which one belongs to you? My want, I whisper, is to stop lying. Good, he says. Then the folder isn't a weapon. It's a reminder. A reminder of what? That you were never crazy. You were carrying truth. I lean back, staring at the ceiling. So, I just keep it. Do nothing. You don't owe anyone fireworks, he says. You owe yourself clarity. That folder proves you lived reality, not their version. I feel weak, I admit. You feel untrained, he says. Boundaries are a muscle. You haven't used them yet. What if they push back? They will, he says. And you'll practice saying no, I swallow. What if they call me selfish? Then ask yourself, is selfish the same as safe? The line goes quiet, my breath loud. He asks, do you want to keep living as their shield? No, I say. I want to live as me. Then you're already stepping out, he says. Why does it hurt so much? Because the old role is dying. Grief always hurts. Tears sting. So I'm not broken? You're healing, he says. Healing feels like breaking until it doesn't. I laugh through my nose. That sounds like a fortune cookie. Sometimes fortune cookies are right, he says. I wipe my face. What do I do tonight? Close the folder, he says. Don't send, don't delete. Just let it exist. And go to bed without checking your phone. That's impossible, I say it's practice, he says. 5 minutes at first. Then longer they'll text, I say, and you don't have to answer, he says. Silence can be boundary, not surrender. I nod, though he can't see me. I don't want to disappear. I want to exist. Then start by existing for yourself, he says. I'll try, not try, he says. Do tonight. I breathe in. Okay, tonight. Good, he says. And when the urge to scroll comes, write one line. I choose truth. That's your anchor. Truth without self-destruction. I repeat. Exactly, thank you. I say you're welcome, he says. We'll talk again when you're ready. The line clicks dead. I close the folder. The screen goes black. I place the phone face down. The room hums with quiet. My hands itch to flip the phone, to peek, to scroll. I whisper, I choose truth. I pull the blanket over me. For the first time in years. I don't check the family chat before sleeping. The silence feels like air, and it is enough. The phone buzzes. Emily's name glows. Just apologize to Daniel. I stare at the words. I type back. For what? For not lying? Send, or her reply is instant. You embarrassed him. Families don't work when someone breaks the image, I mutter. Image over truth, always. I type, if image matters more than honesty, maybe you chose the wrong family. 3 dots blink. Stop. Blink again. You're impossible. I set the phone down and pull a notebook close. My pen shakes. Dear Mom, I needed you to stop me from carrying everyone else's weight. I needed you to say, put it down. It's not yours. You didn't. You let me play the mule. I broke my back for peace you never kept. I drop the pen. The page blurs. I whisper, I'll never send it. The phone lights again. A message from Aunt Margaret. Truth doesn't break families. Illusions do. I call her. Why now? Because you're ready to hear it, she says. I feel like a wrecking ball. Tell her you're not wrecking, she says. You're refusing to patch cracks with your skin. Mom will call me selfish. Then ask yourself, she says. Is selfish the same as free? I swallow. I don't know if I can stand the silence after. Silence isn't absence, she says. It's space. Space is where new life grows. I nod, though she can't see. They'll say I'm cruel. They will say whatever protects them, she says. What do you say? I say I'm tired of being useful. Then be true instead, she says. The call ends. My hand hovers over the keyboard. I open the chat with Claire and Daniel. The cursor blinks like a dare. I won't cover money or stories again. Contact me only with honesty. I read it 3 times. Delete, rewrite. Same words. My pulse races. My finger trembles. I hear Dad's voice. If you were stronger, none of this would happen. I whisper, I am stronger. This is happening. I hit send. The message hangs blue. Delivered. Claire responds first. Wow, dramatic, I reply. No, Claire, you've always been sensitive. We were protecting you, I type. Protecting me or yourselves. Send. Silence. Daniel pings separately. Can we talk later? I reply, only if it's honest. He doesn't answer. I lean back, chest pounding. The air feels sharp, but mine. For the first time, I'm not the sponge. For the first time, I'm not useful. I'm free. The caterer called Hannah says the morning after. They want the deposit. What? I sit up so fast I knock my mug. We paid last month. They didn't receive it, she says. Claire sounded frantic. Claire pays the caterer, I say. She promised. Promises are not payments, Hannah cuts in. She posted photos yesterday like everything was fine. I saw them stop, I say. Her feed froze. It's empty now. People notice, she says. They ask, my phone buzzes. Unknown. You never lied. They did. Who is that? I whisper. That anonymous friend again? Hannah asks. What did it say? I read it aloud. You never lied. They did. Keep that, she says. Let it sit. I want to call Daniel, I say. Don't, she says. Dr. Lewis recommended no contact for a month. Remember? This is different, I argue. If the caterer walks, people will blame me or they'll blame Claire, she says. Either way, breathe. I can't breathe, I say. You can try, she says. 1 hour at a time. I replay Dr. Lewis's words in my head. Silence can be boundary, not surrender. I hate being told not to react, I tell her. Then choose the reaction that keeps you, she says. Day 1 is hollow. My phone glows with names I don't answer. Messages pile like dust. I wash dishes until my hands ache to avoid the temptation. On day 3, a cousin texts, venue asking, why absent? I type, then delete. Not invited. I close the app. You're doing well, Hannah says when she visits. Small steps. I feel ridiculous, I say. Like I'm ghosting my own life. You're not ghosting, she says. You're choosing edges. The week drags. My chest is tight as a fist. Every ringtone is a small accusation. At a volunteer center, Hannah hands me gloves. Come on. Shift starts in 10. I don't know if I can focus, I say. Focus on one box, she says. One box at a time. I work with my hands. A child takes a sandwich and whispers, thank you, mister. Mister? I murmur, smiling despite myself. Close enough, see? Hannah nudges. You matter here? I forgot that, I admit. I kept thinking my value came from keeping them together. Value can come from little hands, she says. Day 12. My resolve trembles. A text from Daniel appears. Can we talk? My thumb hovers. The no-contact rule feels like thin glass. I delete the notification without opening. I tell myself, this is not surrender. This is a test. That night, the unknown number messages. Time will show. What does that mean? I ask Hannah. It means they don't have a script for truth, she says. Let the script unravel. Let the caterer call, I mutter. Let the lies untangle themselves, she says. Week 2, I go back to the food bank by choice. You look better, a coordinator says. A little, I answer. A boy tugs my sleeve. Are you coming back tomorrow? He asks. I hope so, I say. If I'm needed, thank you, he says again, softer this time. His small voice cracks something in me. I catch myself thinking my hands can hold more than their shame. At home, my folder sits like a wound that healed into a scar. I open it briefly. Dated messages, transfers, a list of small debts I covered. I close it again. I whisper, I will not use this like a bomb. The phone rings. Daniel, I let it go. Voicemail. Please, Claire's freaking out. Guests are upset. Mom keeps calling. Can we fix this? Come on, please. I listen to the plea and feel a rusted part of me ache. News leaks. The venue nearly canceled. They didn't get the second payment, a family friend tells me when I meet them at the market. Claire called the caterer 100 times. Did she handle it? I ask. She tried to blame someone, the friend says. Said there was confusion. People are asking for refunds. I didn't know, I say. I wasn't invited. That's what they're saying, the friend says. Some people think you're unstable. Others don't buy it. Of course, I say. The rumor machine is keening. Someone texted me a screenshot, the friend says. It looks messy. Anger rolls through me. Who sent it? Not sure, the friend says. But people are talking. That evening I sit with Hannah. Did you see Claire's posts? She asks. I saw them stop. I say. They stopped for a reason. Maybe this is the unraveling, she says. It feels like karma, I say, tasting the word. As if what I couldn't shout is finally being heard, or as if the truth is knocking on the stage door, she says. Either way, I say, I didn't make this happen. But I'm not going to step into the collapse to catch them. Good, she says. Let them fall into their choices. On day 28, a text from the unknown number. You were right to hold on to yourself. I stare at the message until my eyes go dry. Who are you? I type. No answer. On day 30, my phone vibrates. Daniel, can we talk? My hands don't shake this time. I open the message. I type, only if it's honest. Then I lock the phone and breathe and wait. I pick the park because I can leave whenever I want. Daniel arrives, jaw tight. You made this worse, he says. Emily's parents asked about the money. I guess they would, I say. What did you tell them? That we were fine until you started acting strange, he says. I acted clear, I say. Clarity only looks strange next to lies. You could have covered like before. I covered for years, I say. You built your life on my silence. That's not fair. It's accurate. He paces. They think I'm irresponsible now. Are you asking for the truth or for a costume? I ask. I'm asking for help, he says. Talk to them. Say there was a misunderstanding. I won't rewrite reality, I say. God, you always turn everything into a sermon. I turn it into sentences you can hear. Claire said you were unstable. Of course she did. She said you fixate, he adds. You spiral. I'm finally stable, I say. That scares you because it ends the free ride. It's not a free ride. Count the times I paid. Covered, lied, soothed, I say. Why are you so hard right now? Because I was soft for a decade, I say. Soft wasn't love. It was erasure. He sits. If you don't help, Emily might leave. Then she leaves with her values, I say. What does that even mean? It means you can build a life on attention or on honesty, I say. Mom is crying. I'm not stopping her, I say. I'm stopping me from disappearing. Claire said you wanted to ruin the function. I wanted to skip the stage where I get blamed. You always think you're the victim. I stopped volunteering as the shield, so you won't clear this up? I am clearing it up, I say. I won't lie, he kicks a pebble. Everything used to be easier. It was easier because the bill went to me, I say. That's dramatic. It's true. You changed. I returned. To what? To myself. I watch a kite above the trees. It tugs hard. Do you even want a family? He asks. I want one that tells the truth, I say. And if truth breaks it, then it wasn't a family. It was a cult, he winces. You're cruel. I'm clear, I say. Clarity can sting. Emily says you're jealous. I'm exhausted, I say. Jealousy is loud. Exhaustion is quiet, so you won't meet her parents. No, I say. They deserve your voice, not my cover. What if I pay back everything? That would be growth, I say. It won't buy my silence. Can't we be normal for once? Normal was me swallowing fire and smiling, I say. Why do you have to phrase things like quotes? Because quotes help me hold the line. Emily says families protect each other. Protection without honesty is a leash, I say. So there's nothing I can say? You can say what you did and what you'll do now, I say. I used the fund, he blurts. I asked you to lie. I told Emily you were emotional because I panicked. I nod once. Thank you for speaking real words. I'll fix it, he says. Just tell them you overreacted. No. Why? Because my truth isn't an eraser for your discomfort, I say. You're going to let me drown? I'll let you learn to swim, I say. Claire can't handle this pressure. Pressure built the mask she wears, I say. It can build a backbone too. She said, you're vindictive. I'm precise, I say. Precision looks cruel to people who benefit from blur. You're proud of this, aren't you? I'm relieved, I say. There's space in my chest where the script used to live. Mom won't forgive you. I'm not asking her to, I say. Forgive me. Couldn't you wait a little longer? After the function becomes after the cleanup, then the next fire, I say. Delay is how I disappeared, so what now? Now you call the caterer, I say. Tell Emily's parents the balance and your plan. Stop using my name like a bandage. Do you hate me? I don't, I say. I'm done loving you in ways that harm me. That sounds like hate from here. It sounds like health from here. What should I even say to them? Start with, I made choices. I'm making different ones, I say. Short, clean, no villain. Claire won't like that. Claire can learn new skills, I say. Start with accountability. She said, you keep receipts. I keep memories with dates, I say. They keep me from gaslighting myself. Are you going to publish them? No. Why not? Because I'm not a courtroom, I say. I'm a person. What if I slip? You will, I say. Text me the truth when you do. I wish we could go back. I don't, I say. Back was a pretty cage. Wind ripples leaves. I stand. You're leaving? I said everything, I say. This part belongs to you. If I handle it, will you come over after? If honesty is there, I will, I say. If spin is there, I won't. I'll try. Do I say? Now do. I start walking. Gravel crunches underfoot. My phone buzzes. The unknown number. I wish someone had protected me the way you protect yourself now. I stop, read it, and breathe. Me too, I whisper and keep moving. The tea shop smells of mint and honey. I sit across from Mom. She won't meet my eyes. Finally, she whispers, it was me. What was you? I ask the messages, she says. The unknown number. I sent them. My throat tightens. Why? I couldn't watch you drown like I did, she says. You. I ask, you drowned? Her fingers twist her napkin. I learned to keep quiet so the house stayed calm. I thought if you carried it, maybe we'd survive. You raised me to be the shield, I say. Her lips tremble. Yes, to keep peace for everyone else. Peace. I echo. It felt like slavery. I didn't know how to do better, she says. You knew enough to hand me the weight, I say. She covers her face. I thought you were stronger. I was breaking, I say. You watched. Her voice cracks. I told myself you could handle it. You told yourself lies, I say. And I believe them. Tears spill down her cheeks. I'm sorry, are you? Or are you just afraid now that it's unraveling? Both, she admits. Silence fills the table. Cups clink around us, but our corner is still. Come home, she says at last. Fix it one last time. I shake my head. I'll listen, but I won't fix. Her shoulders slump. If you don't, we'll fall apart. Maybe that's what needs to happen. I say families aren't supposed to fall, she pleads. Families aren't supposed to feed on one person, I reply. She wipes her eyes. I should have stopped them. I should have stopped me. You should have loved me out loud. I say I didn't know how. You could have learned, I say. Her voice drops. I was afraid of your father. I was afraid too, I say. But you let me stand in front of his anger so you didn't have to. Her eyes close. I told myself it was protection. It was sacrifice, I say. And I was the sacrifice. A long pause. Then she whispers, I'm sorry. I breathe slow. I forgive you. Her eyes widen. You do? Not for you, I say. For me? I don't want to carry this rod anymore. Her tears fall harder. I don't deserve it. Maybe not, I say. But I deserve peace. She reaches across the table. Her hand shakes. Can we start again? I let her fingers brush mine. We can start honest. She nods. Honest, then? For the first time, I hear her voice without excuses. And for the first time, I let forgiveness be mine. The living room feels smaller than I remember. Claire folds her arms. Just say it was all a misunderstanding. Daniel stares at the floor. Father clears his throat. We don't need more drama, I breathe steady. I won't lie. I'm not here to punish you. And I'm not here to protect you, Claire snaps. You always twist things. One word from you and this ends? One lie from me, you mean? I answer. She glares. If you loved us, you'd fix it. Because I love us, I won't, I say. Daniel looks up. Can't you bend a little? I bent until I broke, I say. Father mutters. Family sacrifice. I did, I say. Alone. Claire's voice cracks. You want us to collapse? I want us to tell the truth, I say. Daniel whispers Emily left. That's her choice, I say. Not mine to cover. Claire shakes her head. You've ruined everything. No, I say. I just stopped carrying it. Mother's voice is soft from the corner. Enough. Let the word stay. No more erasing. Silence spreads like smoke. I stand. I've said what I needed, I tell them. What comes next is yours. Claire doesn't move. Daniel bites his lip. Father clears his throat again but says nothing. I walk to the door. The night air hits my face like freedom. For the first time, I don't wait for their permission. I already gave myself mine.